do not sell your Bitcoin. Thank you.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of the huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting at more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just a poor auction. It was absolutely lousy, and when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence.
I hate when countries go off the dollar. I would not allow countries to go off the dollar, because when we lose that standard, that will be like losing a revolutionary war. That will be a hit to our country, just like losing a war. And we can't let that happen. And too many countries now are fighting to get off the dollar.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto dumping. We have the Dow up overall. The stock market is flat. But guys, we know we have Jerome in the house. But we had 470 million liquidated in 24 hours in crypto. And guys, I know you're scared, but remember, we do the same thing every single month. It's like clockwork. And I'll be sending out a message to the Patreon premium stock account. Guys, you have to take advantage of the dips. You don't let the dips scare you. And I'm speaking to the traders. I'm not talking about the hodlers. I'm speaking to the traders. You want these dips. You want the volatility. Not your financial advice, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But we have XRP, Solana, Doge, open interest falls and a combined 51% in the last month. And guys, we know why. Due to liquidity. And we know the crypto teacher gives you the truth, nothing but the truth. Yes, the truth hurts, but it sets you free. And I told you guys we're going to be pulling back. We know we have the hype boys, but I told you, we'll have pumps and dumps, but we will be pulling back. But guys, at the beginning of every single month, we get liquidity and we move up. We're not going to get a whole bunch of liquidity where we're going to pump back to 70,000, but we will move up. And then also, guys, we know Bitcoin, you have to look at the dominance. Remember, anytime Bitcoin gets back that dominance, it normally lasts for 6 months. And then we have altcoins get pumps and dumps either off listings, partnership, or some type of news. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates, which are down, and we know why. Because Jerome is in the house. We know yield rates should have been skyrocketing. Every number that has come out has been bad. Inflation is not going anywhere. We have GDP numbers coming in low. We have layoff after layoff. And once Jerome Powell disappears, yield rates are going to start rising. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the dollar slightly down. We have volume and crypto up. We have Tether and USDC. And we have Tether with a record profit of $4.52 billion in the first quarter. And guys, you have billion-dollar companies on the stock market that don't even have a $4 billion profit. So we definitely know the central banks are behind Tether. Remember, that Tether movie is definitely coming. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $535 billion. And as we can see, it's been moving in the wrong direction just so they can manipulate yields. And we can see how bad things are when you understand the numbers. Remember, numbers can be manipulated, but also numbers don't lie if you know what you're looking at. But we have Jerome Powell in the house, and we know he's going to say data dependent, And all the data we've been getting is going by the plan of the central banks. Remember, guys, they want to keep rates higher for longer in order to destroy this legacy market so the fourth industrial revolution can rise. Whether robots, algorithms, and drones take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep go inside the metaverse. And that's why I play those videos all the time, because you can easily see it, what was happening 4 years ago, and we're starting to see it all come together. As the sheep leave the workforce, the machines are going to be moved right on in. And that's the reason why it's so important for you to understand the technology so you can take advantage when it comes in. Because it looks like the sheep are going to stay asleep. And by the time they wake up, the machines would have taken over. Remember, guys, this is biblical. And going towards the end of the year, we're going to start seeing those drums get louder, the cyber attacks pick up, and of course, this is an election year. So the distractions are going to step up, and the markets are going to fall. And don't forget, guys, a lot of people have money in their 401ks that they can't touch. So you have to get yourselves in position, and I went over that in my Patreon stock premium account. Remember, anytime that we have a stock market crash, all stocks take a hit, but the NWO chosen ones rise up out the ashes. And remember, the crypto teacher told you. Now we have the spot Bitcoin ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale, all down, of course. Now getting over into a little crypto news, we have CZ gets 4 months. And yes, guys, you heard that correct. Don't forget, if you haven't watched the movie with Will Smith, Focus, you're not going to understand that. Remember, Binance's CZ was holding up the number 4, the 4 billion, and then he gets 4 months. Guys, this is all a movie. Remember, your life is an illusion, and TV is your reality. And then we have another movie. We have the DOJ goes after Roger Ver, charging him with tax fraud. And this is another one where you just sit back, get your popcorn, and let it play out. Now we have real-world asset tokenization firm Securities gets money from BlackRock in its funding round. And remember, guys, the only thing you have to do is go to these funding rounds and see who funded these companies at the beginning. And of course, they're going to control their destination. And the big banks and big corporations were funding crypto from the beginning. And we have BlackRock Bill becomes the largest tokenized treasury fund, hitting $375 million, surpassing Franklin Templeton. And guys, Larry Fink mapped out the plan, what they're going to do. And we know Ray Kurzweil told us this about 10 to 15 years ago, what's going to happen. After tokenization, we know we're going to see the build up of the metaverse, and then we'll see the build up of transhumanism. I know it sounds like a movie, but remember, guys, your life is an illusion, and TV is your reality. And then lastly, guys, we have Uniswap enables crypto purchases via Robinhood Connect. And we know whoever makes this technology seamless is going to be the winner. And we have Coinbase Pay and MoonPay already a part of the Uniswap integration. So guys, this is just another one-stop shop. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Xrp, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know, I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.